happy to bring on our next guest, Desmond Barnes and Darrell Simpson, co-owners of Heart of the City Candles. But before that, we want to watch a brief video.
Asst Street has seen a lot of transformation, and so it's nice to see faces that look like myself still being active in the community.
Thank you everybody for coming out to the Heart of the City Championship Fight Night. Whoever looked at this auto zone and thought something like this would be going on, you know what I'm saying? Probably nobody.
But this is amazing. I'm so proud of Desmond and Darrell, what they've put together here. I am excited because there's so many parents here, so many young folks here. This is what it takes to make a community. And so, you know, I just gave 2 awards away to 2 young girl boxers. And so they are my inspiration.
So this was an incredible night. I mean, we had 19 bouts, evenly matched, competitive. Teaching our youth, win or lose, they're still champions.
My coaches was yelling at me. I thought I wouldn't win, but I was taking my time and being calm. I remember saying yesterday in my head, I would come out with that triple jab, but I only landed some clean shots, not fast shots.
We must invest in our youth because the youth is the future. And when you have these young boys, young girls out there battling all, it builds character, it builds strength, it builds confidence, but it makes sure that they're doing something positive.
We're excited to be bringing boxing to DC here and having local events for our local community. Now, the most important is our kids have an opportunity to fight, to get off the streets, and it really be in an environment where they can be positive and we can focus on their skills and their talent.
You know, Asst Street has seen a lot of transformation, and so it's nice to see faces that look like myself still being active in the community.
All right, Desmond Barnes and Darrell Simpson, Heart of the City Candles. Welcome to Let's Talk.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, we're doing great.
Good morning. Well, good afternoon.
Yeah, I am really excited about what you guys, I kept saying it. I'm so excited, but I was. It was an exciting event, and everybody was excited from the boxers to the parents to discombobulating Jones, the MC what do you call him, the announcer, to everybody, even the vendors outside were excited. So talk to us a little bit about, you know, how you all came up with this concept.
I think, you know, we got a call to support a gym here in DC, Two Flat Boxing Gym, who were sending students, their young fighters, off to Las Vegas. They needed help raising the funds to do it. And we thought, hey, why not help you guys organize an event that can help do just that can raise those funds. So I went back to Desmond. I said, hey, we got an idea. And Desmond was on board with it 100%. And
I mean, they froze on us. So we, you know, again, I think these boxers, as we heard earlier, they were from 8 years old to the youngest were 8. The oldest were 30. I thought it was 25, but I heard 30. And there were, I think, 22 rounds, 22 fights, 3 rounds per fight. And a little bit of blood, a little bit, but not much. But people were really cheered on, and it was a fantastic event. I'm hoping that if we can get them back on, that we will learn a little bit more about where this is going. As I said, this was a fundraiser to get some of these young boxers to Las Vegas for the Junior Olympics. And if we talk to Henry Discombobulating Jones, we will find out that DC has contributed the most to boxing in the nation. I mean, some of the greatest boxers have come out of the District of Columbia. We might even talk to her at some point. You know, Cora Masters Berry was a former boxing commissioner. We've had others. It's been a sport that included not only young boys, but young girls, women. And I'm trying to think of her name that we've done stories on before. A woman boxing promoter in the DMV. It'll come to me in a little bit. So, you know, it's a sport. Some don't like boxing. I grew up liking boxing. I can't help it. I told them when I was a kid, I used to wake up every Saturday morning eating my whatever cornflakes or something and watching boxing matches. It was just a fun sport for me. So I tried to kind of keep talking until we could get them back, and I think we've gotten them back.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
That's all right. You know, we talked a little bit about the age of the kids that participated and just the whole history of boxing in DC. I mean, you all just met with someone today. So let me go back though. You've done this event. Was it successful? Do you feel it was a successful event?
I feel like the event was extremely successful. And even talking to a lot of people in the boxing community, they're really excited about the success of the event, and a lot of people are looking forward to see what's next. Even though this is our intro into boxing events, and that wasn't necessarily our goal. Our main goal is to activate H Street, and bring opportunity and revenue to H Street. So when we were provided with the opportunity to, really do something to that AutoZone building, that was our main goal. But after what we've done and accomplished, opportunities are just coming.
That's great. And yeah, we have to sort of reflect on that a little bit because the AutoZone is an empty building now, right?
Yes.
And so, it was a great venue to have that event. You didn't have to move anything out because it was all gone.
Right. We just had to move things around and clean it up,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so even H Street, who were some of your sponsors?
Said who are the sponsors?
I think we were happy to have a lot of cool sponsors like the H Street Main Street and Anwar Salim, Howard University Hospital, the Washington Informers Charities, National Orthodontics Dentistry, and who came on as a sponsor. We had their logo on the back of all the chairs with a QR code. And the cool part about that is anyone who scanned the code will receive any dental service for only $100.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So we our goal was to make sure that we have value. Jock Patterson, also the president of the Board of Education, he sponsored SOS Insurance, who came in as our highest level sponsor. And a lot of other community partners like C's Consultants, Build Out City DC. We were just blessed to be able to build a coalition of people to support this goal of getting our kids off to Las Vegas. So I was excited.
So
Happy
when
we
do
were
they go? No, that's fantastic that you got so much support. When do they leave for Las Vegas? Do you know?
They leave June 14th.
Okay.
So it's
And
just in a few days.
right. How many participants did you all have in this event?
We had 21 sanctioned fights.
We had 20 sanctioned bouts. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
And so that's about 40 boxers.
Right.
From gyms all across the city, as well as far as from Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey, and Delaware.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. That's really great. So what is next?
Well, I think Desmond was talking about the meeting we just left earlier.
Yeah, so we just had a meeting, and we're looking at actually bringing the
Mayor's Invitational Cup.
Yeah, Mayor's Invitational Cup to Washington, D.C.
And the PVA Boxing Association approached us. They said it was tradition. Mayor Berry made it a big thing. Mayor Williams made it a big thing. It stopped somewhere in the early 2000s, but they're looking to bring it back. They said it raised a lot of money to send young boxers to the Junior Olympics or to compete in national tournaments and support scholarships for them to attend college and other cool activities. So that kind of feeds back into our brand, the Heart of the City Candles,
Yeah. The other thing with bringing that event here is that it also brings, money to our economy as well, because people will be in hotels and, at the restaurants around the venue. And that's what we're just trying to continue to do, is just build our own, our own local economy.
I think you all have a vision, that's much larger than the candle. I mean, it's like the candle. Let me put it that way. It's just like the candle because it's lighting up, the community. It's putting a light on these young people, everything. Yeah. So, I mean, and we haven't talked about Heart of the City candles. I know we have talked about the company before, but how's the candle business doing?
The candle business is doing amazing. We're still in all the Yes Organic markets in the city. We're still with the MedStar hospitals, and we're still working with the commanders on, new activations. Excited about that season as well and things that we'll be doing with them. And, there's so many things ahead with the candles in terms of collaborations. As we get our name out there, sorry, we're outside. There's some of the elements in the
Yeah.
background, but as we continue to promote ourselves and our brand, a lot of opportunities are coming to us with, other people wanting to collaborate.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So, this is very exciting. I'm so proud of you two and what you're bringing to the city and sort of promoting a sport that people don't always think about, but DC happens to be number one, I believe, in boxing. So, it's good to bring it back. I mentioned earlier that Cora Masters Berry, Mayor Berry's widow, was a boxing commissioner here for many years, and so she may be excited to hear about that as well.
Oh yeah.
So, go ahead, Darrell. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying no. I agree. I think that we should really call Miss Berry and see if she can be involved in our Mayor's Invitational Cup. We would love
Right.
that.
Let me ask you, how can people be supportive of what you all are doing? Either by getting the candles or just supporting any events. How can they reach out to you?
One of the things we talk about a lot is the fact that small businesses, in order to be successful, you need to a lot of times invest heavily into marketing. And what we found is that we've been doing this without spending really much of anything in the marketing. Instead of doing that, we've translated our dollars into social impact projects that in turn allow people to kind of pay us back by buying our candle or show or show their support by buying our candle. We've seen that kind of service-based model to our company drive our margins.
That's amazing. That's there's lessons learned, and I know that you all go to schools. You've taught candle making in senior citizen buildings. You donated to schools as a result of some of the sales of your candles. You all are doing real community work. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you. We couldn't have done it. We couldn't have done it without the help of the Washington Informer. So.
Well, y'all are doing it. You all are doing it, and getting a lot of support. Even as we saw earlier, Vincent Orange Jr. With Howard University Hospital, and I'm just I'm just thinking of things. But the fact that you had the family service, Howard University Family Services that actually did neurological testing on some of those kids. I understand the boxers just to make sure that they were okay.
Absolutely. Howard came on as our official healthcare provider for the event. We were very grateful that they were able to provide physical exams for every fighter. They conducted the fighter weigh-ins. They also, like you said, provided neurological exams. And then after and before every fight, there must be a pre and post-fight medical exam, and they conducted those as well. They were very hands-on. They were very great with each of the boxers, and I think that moving forward, we're looking to work a deal out between PVA and Howard University so that relationship can continue for them.
Wow, amazing. You all work from the heart. You again shine that light on everybody that's participating. So I want to thank you. I want to thank the folks that are actually shouting you all out as well. D. Smith says, when your purpose is pure, the opportunities flow. And so people are congratulating you on with the work that you're doing. James Wright, Gene Thomas is talking about congratulations and the work that's necessary. And Maria Hayes, I mean, folks, and Maria's in Florida.
Thank you, Maria.
Thanks.
Miss Hayes is in Florida, so I'm glad that she's watching, and so many others. So I just want you all to keep up the great work. Know that you can always depend on Washington Informer and Let's Talk to support what you're doing. And again, if there's, let us know what's coming up next so we can inform the community and we can have folks in the seats celebrating our young people.
That's right.
Absolutely.
All righty. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Where do you